G'day, Ben Opit here from Pax8. Today we're going to dive in a little bit deeper into Dynamics. I'm going to try and do this in 15 minutes. There are 20 slides to get through, so let's get to it. So what is Dynamics? Dynamics is a collection of business applications by Microsoft. They're all connected. They don't have to be connected, but they can be all connected. They are truly seamlessly integrated. They are part of the Power Platform. I'll dive into that a bit more later. Can be implemented quickly. They are continually being updated and upgraded. They are all hosted and managed by Microsoft in Azure. They're tightly connected to our productivity apps like Word, Excel, Outlook, Teams. They scale as needed and are security compliant. Okay, but what does that mean? So Dynamics, we can break down into two components: the CRM side, customer relationship management side, and the enterprise resource planning side, ERP. So let's look at the CRM component first. So CRM in Microsoft speak is called the customer engagement apps, and there are four to talk of. There's sales, customer service, field service, and marketing. They're what we define the customer engagement apps. So first we'll talk about Dynamics 365 Sales. It's our CRM tool from Microsoft. Most people still call it Microsoft Dynamics CRM. And that's where what you'd expect to be able to do, where you can manage your customers. So from your leads to your opportunities, manage your activities, send out quotes. You could do your forecasts in there as well. It's got document management, runs on the Microsoft Dataverse and uses Power Apps. Again, we'll dive into what that means a bit later on as well. But it's our CRM system that is tightly integrated into our productivity apps. So that's Dynamics 365 Sales. Next is customer service. This is where we're looking at improving our customer satisfaction, where we can take customer requests from any channel. We can manage cases and tickets. It's basically our service management, where we can manage the end-to-end processes. So an agent can get a new query in a queue, and it could come from any channel. It could be from a phone call or from email or from WhatsApp or whatever channel you'd like to use. And here we can have our customer service specialists apply a service level agreement against those contracted engagements. As an example, you may have to respond within 4 hours. So customer service app will help us manage that process. Again, part of Dynamics 365. Sales could be implemented and connected via the Power Platform to the customer service experience. Let's move on to the next one. Field service. This is when we actually have humans doing the work in the field. So we take a quick example. We've got that sales app where we're nurturing our opportunities and we actually create a sale. We have the customer service team who are managing a complaint or an issue around a product or service. Now we have the field services team who are going to go out in the workforce and actually do the work. And inside of Dynamics Field Services, this is where we can manage our orders. We can manage and dispatch our employees. We can schedule. We can have IoT built into the system so that we can have preventative maintenance. We can optimize resources as well. And again, can be obviously connected to each other. There's also a mobile app. So that's field services. Then we have Dynamics 365 marketing. Now, most companies have marketing externally and do things outside of Microsoft or outside of the Dynamics platform and then have to work out how to get that data back into Dynamics. We don't have to do it this way. Microsoft Dynamics 365 marketing enables our marketing teams to create these segmented campaigns, allows us to do landing pages where information can be real time, where we can do event planning, where we can set triggers for when something happens. So it's basically a customer journey orchestration they talk about. Again, part of the Microsoft Dynamics platform and can all seamlessly transact between the three products. Let's move on from marketing to the next one. Customer insights. This is where we get a holistic view of our customer profiles. So we get a deeper understanding of our customer all the way from the sales channel through to the customer service through to marketing. And this is where we can define our customer activities and we can hopefully manage our churn and predict our churn as well, which is very important. We want to keep obviously customers happy. We can improve retention and loyalty. We can manage consent and we can do predictive data with the help of AI. And obviously Copilot is a huge thing for Microsoft as well at the moment. So again, this customer insights just adds additional layer of AI or ML into the customer engagement experience. Next is customer voice. This is where it helps us stay connected to our customer. So it lets us respond in real time at the right time, so we can drive actions when it's needed, and it enables a simple and meaningful customer relationship. So there are built-in templates that can be used. We can add net promoter scores, but it's basically allowing us to be proactive with our customer when we need to be. And that's Dynamics 365 Customer Voice enables that process to happen. For example, you could be on a website, and a product gets delivered, I should say, and you can have a survey go directly to the customer, ask them how that delivery was, and then that's actionable insights that we could create quickly to make sure our customers are kept happy. That's customer voice. So that's the first half of this slide. That was slide 11. So we're about 8 minutes in, which is great. So let's investigate now what ERP means. Now, ERP is Enterprise Resource Planning, and we break that down into, Microsoft break that down into finance, supply chain, with intelligent order management as an option, commerce, human resources. There's also an SMB-focused ERP solution, which is called Business Central, and I'll pause on Business Central when we get to it because that's what I've been focusing on for the last 7 years of my life anyway. So let's jump into ERP. So our first Dynamics 365 product is finance, and this is a global solution where companies obviously have chart of accounts and general ledgers and accounts payable and receivable and everything you expect a finance system to be and more. This is where we can do things like fixed assets and budgeting, and we can collect GST or VAT. We could do cost accounting, we could do project accounting, but more importantly, the Dynamics 365 Finance is available everywhere in the world. So we could have 20 countries all connected to the one system, so we can get a clear vision of how our global organization is operating. So that's Dynamics 365 Finance. Connected to Dynamics 365 Finance is the supply chain management part of that. This is where we actually manage the supply chain. So managing a supply chain not only means product that you purchase and procure, but also how you understand the inventory side of things, how you plan for production, how you organize your landed costs, as obviously the shipping costs around the world have increased. You actually need to start realizing those costs as well. Supply chain management also includes production information management, that's called PIM. So from inception of an idea all the way through delivery through to end of life. And obviously, it's very important is that we've got this process mapped out in a supply chain solution, so that can be managed in a holistic approach. There's detailed rebound management systems in there. There are service managements. There's transportation managements, but it complements Dynamics 365 Finance. Again, meant for the bigger players in the market, where up to the minute critical decisions need to be made. Planning for and making use of Dynamics supply chain is very important for their business. So to complement that, there's the Intelligent Order Management, or IOM, which is basically the orchestration of fulfillment. Now it can connect to existing e-commerce experience. It could be a standalone app, but it basically allows us to design for complex environments where there are many internal or external systems at play, and it allows the business to really tighten up their costs, to identify where the challenges are in fulfillment. The system can do AI-based simulations with A/B testings. It can help us with our back order and pre-order fulfillment as well. So it's a way of really diving deep into your business to understand how you could improve your delivery of your goods or services to the customer. So let's go on to the next one, which is human resources. So human resources is something that, again, is usually disconnected from most businesses. Microsoft have brought that into the Dynamics family as well. This is where employees can self-serve, where they can request time off, they can track their progress through the business and look for opportunities within the business. They can have a learning plan assigned to them. They get tasks that can be assigned. There's compensation as well that can be obviously expenses as an example. There's employee development tasks. There's learning paths as well. So a full HR system built into Dynamics, connected to D365 Finance, and all play together in one harmonious system. Excuse me. Next is our project operations, and this is where we get into how we actually deliver projects. So starting from a pool of people with certain skills and talents that can deliver complex projects, and the costs associated to those projects need to be realized. You imagine multi-million-dollar projects, and having the right people at the right time to deliver those projects is very important. So you need a system to manage this. Project operations connected to finance is a way of doing this, where we can do resource management, pricing and costings. We can work out what our time and materials are. We can work through budgets as well and report on budgets and identify our utilizations. There's even milestone billing. So the project or operation side of it helps us manage the risk and the budget associated to delivering projects. This is what I like to speak on the most, and if you speak to me, you'll know I'll go on about this quite a bit. Business Central is an SMB-focused solution around Microsoft Dynamics. All of the previous Dynamics conversations we've just been having are separate systems that connect to each other, and they're best-of-breed solutions for what they do. And Microsoft have another solution called Business Central, where it's an SMB-focused solution. It's targeted between the 1 and 300 users. It is a very capable finance system. It's an ERP system at its heart. It does everything you expect a finance system to do, including accounts receivable and payable, inventory management, warehouse management, stock replenishments, relationship management. It's got a built-in CRM system, obviously not as comprehensive as the Dynamics 365 sales solution, but it is connected to Business Central, so we could use that as well. Sorry, I went ahead there. We can also do shipping of products. We can do item tracking. We can do batch tracking. We can do barcoding. There's a service module built into it. Again, not as capable as the Dynamics 365 field services module, but if you do want to, have a simple delivery of service, the Business Central would work for you just fine as well. And there's also a project management tool in there, again, based on billable resources and time and materials. So a SMB-focused ERP system that is seeing huge success in the market. It's actually, in Australia, it's the second biggest product for Microsoft, and is seeing huge growth. Dynamics 365 Copilot is all ChatGPT. Microsoft, and I've got all these links here. Looks like there's 9 or 8 of them there. These are all ChatGPT focused AI assistive solutions to help make your life more productive. So it can summarize meeting notes and examples. It can start in an email and create a response, a rich response that you can tailor as you need. Marketers can promote new products in Business Central, as an example, where an image can be identified, and ChatGPT or Copilot can then go and make some suggestions on what that marketing material might be. It can also make suggestive responses as needed in conversational mode. So fantastic Copilot investment. The links are all here. I'm happy to share this deck with you at the end so you can review them as well. So that's just about 15 minutes. There's a lot in Dynamics. I just wanted to give you a bit more of a deep dive into each of these elements. Power Platform, Azure, the whole Microsoft stack are all tightly integrated to each other. There's no better time than today to come and have a talk to us about how Microsoft Dynamics can help you and your customers. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next video.